Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday morning to you all. I hope everyone had a fabulous weekend. Just before I start, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who contributed to Say It Sunday yesterday. It just warmed my heart seeing so many people post, and then all the support from all of the other members of the group, which was just, I can't even begin to tell you. It just made me so incredibly happy. So thank you to everyone for being part of Say It Sunday yesterday. As promised last week, oh, hello. As promised last week, we are going to be looking at overthinking this week and what that actually means and how to overcome it. So it's a given that overthinking means that you can't make a decision. But what's further behind that? Why is it that you can't make the decision? What is it that's driving that that inability to move forward? So I have got some notes here, and I will be referring to them. I think that one of the biggest things about not being able to make a decision is being scared of the potential outcome. So in that is fear, self-doubt, and the big one, always the biggest one, being accountable for your actions, being accountable for your decisions. Now, all of that's well and good, except you're assuming outcomes. You're assuming outcomes. When you're scared of making a decision because you don't know what's going to happen and you're driven by fear and self-doubt and wondering about consequences, you're assuming what the outcome is going to be. Now that's based on largely on past experience or what you imagine might happen and limiting beliefs. Another aspect that a lot of people mentioned last Friday is they haven't found the right solution. So to me, that's always a big one, because you sort of, you either need to feel that it's right, which is a big thing with me, or you need to think that it's the right thing for you or the people that you care about or your life or your career or whatever it might be. But when you're stopping yourself from making a decision until you find the right decision, it could be speaking to limiting beliefs, things that you've held on to for so many years, that they become your truth, but they may not necessarily be the truth. Another aspect of not being able to find the right solution is, do you actually have someone that you can talk to? Do you have a sounding board? Do you have someone that you can run ideas by that's not going to be judgmental and will just support you being able to express all the different thoughts going on in your head? It's such an important aspect. The overthinking, the spinning, is because you keep trying to come up with solutions for yourself. And more often than not, any solution that you come up with is based on your past experience. That's a given. But also not having any fresh ideas coming into it. So an aspect to consider is, do you have someone to talk to? Do you have someone that you can express yourself with? If not, you know what I'm going to say. I'm here. The other aspect about overthinking and not being able to make a decision. So I keep saying it's a big one, but all of it, all of the aspects around overthinking and not being able to make decisions are big, I reckon. Of course, if you can make a decision easily, awesome, that's fantastic. And if you can overcome overthinking, great. But if you can't, if you're struggling with that, these could be some of the things that are sitting behind that. So a big one, really huge, any decision that you make, big, small, indifferent, whatever, it means change. And when people consider change, there's a level of discomfort. And that incorporates everything that I've just talked about, you know, the limiting beliefs, the fear, the accountability, all of those things. It could also mean that you're not ready to let go of the way that things are at the moment because you kind of feel okay. You know, you kind of feel, oh, this is all right, this is cruisy, this is nice, I like it. And that could be a reason that you can't make a decision and move forward. And again, referring to notes. And as I mentioned, it's the fear of the unknown. Not knowing what will happen based on assumption. The simple solution to that is you need to trust. You need to trust yourself. You need to trust that what you're doing is the right thing for you. That's a whole nother topic because that's got a whole bunch of issues around it that I can't even begin to get into right about now. On a final note, because I'm not answering anyone's questions today, I'm putting stuff out there for you guys to contemplate about your own overthinking tendencies if you have them, or your own inability to make decisions if that's something that's part of you. So I'm not giving solutions today because no one else can give you solutions to your issues except you. You're the only one that can find the right path for you. I can certainly help. And again, you know you can always reach out to me. The last thing I want to say about this is, are you building it up to more than it actually is? What happens when you're overthinking is that it compounds. There's one thing, oh my God, and then if that happens, and then oh my God, if that happens, and oh my God, if that happens. Are you overcomplicating it, over-engineering it? Me, all the time, have to think something through to the nth degree. That's just how my brain happens to work. But what about if you pare it right back? What about if you remove all the crap? Is there a simple solution? There could be. And your overthinking and inability to make decisions has compounded to the extent where it becomes this huge issue that you can't seem to overcome. But is there a simple solution? Again, I'm not giving answers today. These are things for you to contemplate. Finally, truly finally, can you take just one step? If something has been playing on your mind for some time, or if you've been reticent in making a decision about something, can you take just one step? One step in the direction that you want to move into. One step away from what you don't want. One small step that, and I don't want to say will start the momentum because that can scare the shit out of people. But one small step so that you can eliminate at least one of the big chunks that's involved in the overthinking process. Just one step. And again, I can't help but say it does start the momentum. But again, that momentum isn't necessarily what you think it's going to be. So, everyone, have a great Monday. I didn't announce this video because I want people to actually watch it and think about it. Not overthink about it, just think about it. And as always, you know that you can reach out to me. Sending you all so much love. Have a wonderful Monday, and I will catch you all later on in the week. Sending you all so much love. Bye.